Montreal, Quebec, Canada, right here in the heart of the old town. It is Thursday night. Very busy, lots of people out and about. And we are going to do a full travel guide around Montreal. We're gonna go to downtown. We're gonna go to the park, Montreal. We're going to also go to some of the islands around town. As we cruise through here, we're also going to go to the Botanical Garden. The weather outside is currently 70 degrees. Very mild. A little bit of humidity though. Imagine 70 with some humidity. Montreal is the second largest city in Canada, behind Toronto, with a metropolitan population around, you could say 5 million if you include all areas. But Montreal, the city itself, is about 2.3 million. The name Montreal actually means Mount Royal. That's what it translates to. So, Royal Mountain, Mount Royal, which is a mountain, or a hill, I would call it more of a hill, on the north side of the St Laurence. The Cathedral in Notre is right here next to St Laurent. Super Dapanair. Yep, look at those old stone buildings. We got a few of those around here. This is actually my second time in Montreal, so we'll keep cruising up here. What do you guys say we take a look at the food here? Looks like they got some poutine. What kind of restaurant is this? Poutine. Restaurant, man. Oh, here's breakfast. Eating a lot of fruit lately. Baguette. So this is the Cathedral of Notre Dame right here. I'm not going to go inside, but it's a very popular square for people to hang out. You can hear live music here. They even do like a light show. People just kind of come here and relax for 15 to 20 minutes and think. One of those kind of areas. All right, there it is. Cathedral of Notre Dame. And if you felt like going inside, you can. I've been inside many cathedrals all across the world, so I'm going to spare you guys this because that's what you guys said in the comments is once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Okay. That's what it looks like down here on the old port at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You got henna tattoo, jukebox, toys, Ferris wheel, little boats. What do they got right there? How much is it? It is $25 for an adult and $19 for kids. They also have a price for seniors. Cool little area and nice views of the city from up there. Let's go back across the bridge. All right, now we are headed up into the city. All right, so now we are at St. Catherine. This is a very popular place just outside of Complex des Jardins. We're gonna cruise through here. Wow. So St. Catherine in St. Laurence is a square area, corner, known for the nightlife. It's like they're preparing for a concert. We're actually walking towards downtown now. Oh, let's go inside the Desjardins real quick. It's a big mall. Now, Montreal is known to have like an indoor city, right? Obviously because they get some very painfully cold winters. But that's what you get, a lot of indoor entertainment like you have going on right here. Very nice. And they even have, I think, a metro that connects to here. Okay, we are down below. Oh wow, there's the DoubleTree Hotel. Hotel Park Hilton. I guess I should have stayed at that one. Let's see here. Okay, we are officially headed back downtown now. What do you guys think of Montreal so far? Out here in Montreal, people want to know what language they speak. Well, yes, you will come across French. French is commonly spoken, but many people do also speak English, so you can get by. But to think that in Montreal they don't speak French, oh, they do. I think it's actually the primary language, the first language. Only in Quebec, really. And so as we cruise St. Catherine here, oh wow, that's a nice cathedral. St. James United Church. It's actually a church. We're still on St. Catherine, which, like I've said before, is the primary main drag here. It's like church after church. We got some high scaffolding on that one. I should do like a full tour of St. Catherine all the way to St. Laurent. There's a saying out here in Montreal, there's two seasons: construction and winter. That's what happens in Montreal. In the summertime, they do a lot of construction, repairs and whatnot. Center Eaton, Montreal. It's like a big center. At some point, we're gonna have to stop and get a beer. You know how it goes. Just waiting for the day to cruise on. It's actually kind of hot now. It's like maybe 75, but the humidity is what will catch up on you. It's weird because it's either like cold or warm and humid. It's a bit frustrating. You don't know whether to wear a sweater or not. Or that famous Montreal construction there. We are really in downtown Montreal now. In Toronto, they have Yonge Street. In Montreal, they have St. Catherine. But you can see these are cities that are built for walking. A little bit for cars too, and bikes, but really a lot of foot traffic out here. We should go up to Montreal, the actual mountain royal. If you guys are enjoying this tour so far, hit the like button and consider subscribing to this channel if you enjoy videos like this as we continue to cruise around Montreal. Man, St. Catherine is just booming. It's almost more French than France. I was just in Paris in April? Yeah, April. Montreal and Paris are definitely sister cities, if there ever was one. Probably more French than, I don't know, Marseille. Or equal, I guess you could say. Alright, so what do you guys say we actually hike Mount Royal? So, I've done this once before. I'll do it again. It's a good hike. Great exercise. Let's do it. There's like two paths that you can take. There's the dirt path and there's the wood path, the stairs. This is a little bit flatter, so it's more easy. This is more up, more of exercise. Most of the old houses are made of rock, stone. But we're back on the path, the trail. I don't know where that goes. I don't want to get too far off the trail and in the mud. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering, the elevation of Montreal itself is 764 feet. The St. Laurence River, actually, that connects from Lake Ontario to the Atlantic Ocean, actually flows from Lake Ontario towards the ocean. So it does ultimately go into the ocean. All right, we've made it to the park. I finally caught my breath too. Man, it's good exercise. I really got the sweat moving on that one, which is good because I'm looking to slim down a bit. So we'll see. Anyway, it's funny how Montreal can go from warm and humid, I would almost call it hot and humid, to like real chilly. It's just an interesting place. It's kind of like the Central Park of Montreal. You can still hear the sounds of the city, but you're totally included in nature here, in all directions. Anyway, what I'm going to do is actually walk to a cathedral. It's kind of far, but I think I can make it. It's 35 minutes. It's a whole other side of the mountain. Let's do this. So there's a big lake up here on the mountain. like a lake park inside the big park. I think the whole mountain is a park. I wonder why it got its name, the Royal Mountain. Anyone in the comments care to tell us why? All right, this intersection here is Queen Mary. And we're just gonna kind of cruise through here and see what's going on this side of town. Over there is the St. Joseph's Oratory. Actually not gonna go up there, it's too far. It's too far out of the way. I actually gotta go to the Botanical Garden next. Also, it looks like the weather is starting to get a little bit ominous right now. So that's playing a factor in what's going on. Hopefully it doesn't just start dumping rain, but yeah, this is basically the area of Queen Mary. Canada still has telephone booths. Road is called Côte de Neige. If I said that wrong, that's because I don't speak the French very often. You can kind of see the road name. Oh, right there. And this area is known as Promenade Jean Brelante, which is on Côte des Neiges, but the road is Jean Brelante. There's the St. Joseph's Oratory right there, way up on the hill. There's a nice floral garden here. You got veggies and everything in there. Yeah, man. Alright, now we've made it to Lacombe. We got Pub MacDonald? McCurled? How do you say that? Pub McCurled. That looks like an interesting spot. They got restaurants all up and down here. This is where my Uber is picking me up to go to the Botanical Garden. Closes at 6, so I gotta get over there. Okay, we have arrived at the Botanical Garden in Montreal. This is actually where they did the Summer Olympics in, I believe, 1976. So we'll walk around here and see what they have to offer. So one of the things that the Botanical Gardens were known for were these plant sculptures, but they've been moved to Quebec City, so they don't have the plant sculptures with the faces here anymore, but it is $22 to get in here per person. So they do have this atrium here. Oh man, could you imagine coming in from the snow into this atrium? It's actually a really nice temperature. It's not too hot or humid or anything. It smells good in here. I like this atrium. Ooh, they've got a cactus garden. Just like the Southwest. All right. Well, we have made it to the Rose Garden. Lots of roses, creating a very rose-like smell. It smells very good. I like rose gardens. Let's go to the Japanese garden. And here we are coming up to the Japanese garden. Very nice. So as it turns out, the Japanese garden is much more well manicured than the Chinese garden. Not sure what was going on at the Chinese garden, but this is really nice. Went to a Japanese garden in Tokyo. That was nice. Now I guess this is what it looks like in the north, out here in Canada. Not northern Vermont. This is Canada. Although it is close to Vermont. Maybe Montpelier, Vermont is ready to be a big city metropolis like Montreal. Here's some of the indigenous people art, it looks like. It's a beautiful park. Lots of flowers. In fact, the Canadian side of the Botanical Garden is the most beautiful. Japanese Botanical Garden was nice, but this is definitely very nice botanical. Maybe horticulture, I would call it. This might be one of the best botanical gardens I've ever been to. I kind of am amazed. Okay, seeing lots of Montreal so far. We're going to keep on going to another park now. Okay, I've made it to Park Jean Drapeau. You can see the St Laurence flowing towards the ocean here. As I mentioned previously, it flows out of Lake Ottawa towards the Atlantic. Over there you can see Old Montreal. So I took an Uber to get over here, but there is actually other ways to get across the river, like a ferry, which I will be taking. So that costs $5.50 Canadian, which is $4.50 US. But you can see they've got some unique structures on this island, because that's what this is. Man, I'm amazed at how fast moving that St. Lawrence River is. It would have been hard to get a boat up that without an engine. Alright, so you can see this like geodesic dome. E-Space 67 is what they call it. I'm heading over there, but it looks like they have a metro also. So I'm guessing you could take the subway. If I miss the ferry, I could take the subway. Because that's the last ferry of the day. What is in that E-Space building though? I don't know. So as I get closer to this biosphere here, I can see that I don't know what it is still. That's what I can see. They say it's a museum, but it's like a biosphere. But one of the things I wanted to mention about Montreal in general, as you guys know they used to have a baseball team called the Expos. Montreal Expos. And that's because they had an exposition where they put on a big show. It was considered one of the greatest expositions of like the 1900s. I think it was in the 60s maybe, or maybe before that. But they put on a great expo. I believe that took place here. In case you're wondering whatever happened to the Montreal Expo baseball team, they actually moved to Washington and became the Nationals. So anyways, I'm not going to show you the theme park on this island. That's on the other side. But I'm going to head over to the ferry terminal now. That place is closed, but it's a museum. You can come and check it out if you want. Looks cool from a distance, but when you get up, it's just really just a bunch of rods in the shape of a dome. So it's really not actually that cool when you get up close to it. All right, fast moving St. Laurence. Look how fast it's moving. If you guys haven't already checked out my other channel, VertCam, you should. I take you on transportation like this and show you the transportation process. It's called VertCam, VIRTCAM. Like they got a few ferries out here. Yep, Old Montreal. Gold Port. And we're gonna head up St. Laurent to see Old Town. Busy down here tonight. Last night was nowhere near this busy. All right, now we're in Chinatown here. Some good food down here. Dumplings. I actually had some dumplings for dinner. It's like legitimately reminds me of Hong Kong. Alright guys, that's going to conclude this episode of Island Hopper TV from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.